Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. Listen, it's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, I want to talk to you real quick, real briefly about the Pac-12. Listen, when I heard Utah's quarterback, Sam Rising, was coming back, and then I really just got a chance to kind of review the Pac-12 as it relates to the quarterbacks and just look at the whole landscape of the Pac-12 and all the quarterbacks, the returning quarterbacks. Most of them, we thought they were getting ready to leave. We talking about Bo Nix. When you're talking about Cam Rising, when you're talking about Cam Ward for Washington State, all these quarterbacks that we thought that were going to leave, these guys are coming back, and it's creating an incredible competitive atmosphere. We want to look at the Pac-12, see how they match up, and we want to look at as well the Pac-12. Do you know that they lead the country as far as most teams in the top with 10 wins this season? The Pac-12 leads 6. I think the SEC's coming in second, and man, we're going to take a look at that as well. But listen, the Pac-12 is going to be absolutely loaded next year, and listen, it arguably the best conference. It was on that way this year. But look, let's take a look at that. You guys hit me in the comment section. You guys already know where you can find me. It's going to be USCJ32 on Instagram. It's USCJ32 on Twitter. Listen, let's take a look at these quarterbacks from the Pac-12 and what USC can expect as it relates to the quarterbacks that we get ready to face next year. Let's go. All right, this is going to be the first quarterback we're going to deal with. This is going to be Drew Payne. Drew Payne, you guys know, we're very familiar with him. Crazy, oddly enough, this guy played at Notre Dame last year. We played against him. He's a very successful quarterback. Transferred now to Arizona State. On the year this year, he had 164 for 254, 2,021 yards, 22 TDs, 6 INTs. Drew Payne is now going to be at Arizona State, and he's going to make Arizona State and make the Pac-12 be that much more competitive a league. Drew Payne, Arizona State. We know who this is. This is Cam Rising. USC faced him multiple times. And when I heard he was coming back, I could not believe what I was hearing. But this is Cam Rising, very competitive quarterback, good quarterback. And his 2022 season, he had 13 games, 249 for 385, 3,034 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 INTs. That is Cam Rising coming back for Utah. All right, this is going to be Cameron Ward. This is our next quarterback, Washington State. I thought he was gone as well, but Cameron Ward, he's back. He went to Incarnate Word. Then he came here last year, had a great year, 13 games, 320 yards, 13 games, 320 for 497, 3,232 yards, 23 touchdowns, 9 INTs. This is Cameron Ward, Washington State. All right, this is going to be your next guy. This guy transferred to UCLA. DTR was there last year, but to ensure that they don't have a huge drop-off, this guy, Colin Sheely, went to Kent State, transferred in. He went for his 2022 season, went for 157 for 266, 2,109 yards, 13 TDs, 5 INTs. So listen, they got another guy coming in that's going so that they won't slack. Wherever they lose the slack up, slack at, this guy's going to pick up the slack. So this is Colin Sheely, UCLA. All right, I think we all know who this is. This is Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders' son. And you know what Deion says? Deion says we coming. That's what Deion says. He says we coming. So look, you coming to the Pac-12, but listen, this is going to be a very, very competitive league. Welcome to the Pac-12. He went last year at Jackson State, 11 games, 341 yards for 341 attempts for 483, 3,732 yards, 40 TDs, 6 INTs. This is Shiloh Sanders. This guy was a 4-star prospect coming out. Of course, he wanted to go with Pops. And listen, they were successful over there at Jackson State. Now they coming over here to the Pac-12. Listen, this is Shiloh Sanders. All right, I think we all know who this guy is here. This is Bo Nix. He's another one I thought was out of here. 2022 stats, 13 games, 294 for 409. Yards on the season, 3,593 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 INTs. Bo Nix had an outstanding year. And listen, he was in the Heisman race, and he's now coming back to be at Oregon. Here we go again. Here's another guy we thought was going to be gone. Michael Penix Jr. This guy, we seen him light Texas up in that bowl game. We seen him light Oregon up last year. Michael Penix is the problem. And guess what? USC has to play him. I think they come to us and we go to Oregon. But USC, we want to have our A game on, man. We're playing against some crazy, incredible quarterbacks. But Michael Penix, 13 games, 362 for 554 yards on the season, 4,641 yards, 31 TDs, 8 INTs. Michael Penix Jr. went absolutely berserk this year. He's going to boost Washington up that much more. All right, I think we all know who this is. California product, Big DJU. Listen, I'm happy for DJ. I'm happy he's coming back to the West and getting an opportunity to play in the Pac-12. And listen, I think he's going to help Oregon State, not have a big drop-off. They had a successful season last year, killed Florida in the bowl game. Listen, last year DJ had 13 games, 229 for 371, 2,521 yards, 22 touchdowns, 7 INTs. Look, Big DJ's coming to be competitive and help Oregon State be competitive. This is DJ. Here's the next one. If anybody asks me who was one of the biggest problems on the season, this guy right here, you guys know he did it to UCLA. He did it to us. We won that game, but they beat UCLA on the season. Jayden de Laura, 12 games, 272 for 435. Yards on the season was 3,685. 25 touchdowns, 13 INTs. Jayden de Laura, he's a very successful quarterback as well. You guys know he was at Washington State before. He went absolutely berserk last year at Arizona. This is another quarterback coming. Pac-12 is loaded. This is Jayden de Laura for Arizona. And I think we all know who this is. This is our very own. This is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. He was putting up the biggest numbers of all these guys that we just seen. And listen, man, we want to keep him healthy. You see what USC is doing in the transfer portal. They're absolutely loading up. Offensive line from Florida, offensive line from Washington State. And couple that with the guys we got coming in, USC is absolutely preparing themselves for battle. And we got to protect this guy. And so on the season, Caleb Williams, 14 games, 333 for 500. Listen, he threw for 4,537 yards, 42 touchdowns, 5 INTs. Caleb Williams' numbers were insane last year. And listen, we think he's going to continue that same thing. So listen, this is our very own. This is going to conclude the Pac-12 loaded conference with quarterbacks. Listen, you guys hit me in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about the Pac-12. This is unreal. All the quarterbacks in the Pac-12. Hit me. Let me know what you guys think. All right, is the Pac-12 loaded or is the Pac-12 loaded? Listen, there's no days off in the Pac-12 next year. USC is going to have to come with their A game. Listen, it's going to have to be straight up go time. It's going to have to be on and popping. It's going to have to be on and cracking. Listen, we have to come with our A game. But thank God for this year that the transfer portal, you guys know, just brought you the video. USC absolutely reloading. We are reloading. We are getting ready for the battle. We are getting ready to be battle tested. And listen, you guys I've already seen the offseason workouts. I've seen these guys moving and grooving in the right direction. True freshman Zachariah Branch, he looked like he's going to be an absolute beast. Look like he's running a 40 like one flat. Listen, it's about to be go time. So look, you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. What do you guys think about the Pac-12? What do you think about the conference as a whole as it relates to how they getting ready to come with all these quarterbacks and all these quarterbacks coming back, man? Listen, hit me. You guys know where to find me. It's going to be USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Listen, until later, man, everybody stay focused and continue to get up, get out, and make some things happen. Fight on, fight on, fight on.